if this is not. And once again, I will also good if you are some. I wish this was all freshness. And for my toothpaste right now, this should look really good. Hey, what's up you guys, it's Michaela and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys such a fun one. This is going to be an in-depth hygiene routine where I'm just gonna sit down and show you guys all my products and basically just talk about how I use them all. I have a bunch of hygiene videos on my channel. I actually have a playlist on my YouTube. I'll have that link down below if you guys just want to binge watch those videos. I realized when I was making that playlist that I've done a lot of routine style, like me applying the products and just kind of showing them, but I've never done one sit down style where I just kind of chit chat with you guys. So we're gonna change that. I know I might get a few comments here and there of people saying like,
you do not need to be using that many things. Why does she use so many products?
But I'm sorry, I can't help it. The baddie lifestyle chose me, I didn't choose it. If you guys like me and you guys like my style, don't forget to subscribe down below so you can stay tuned and watch more because I definitely have so many fun upcoming videos. And also don't forget to check out my Instagram and my TikTok so I can chat with you guys on all my different platforms. And with that being said, if you guys want to see my in-depth hygiene routine, keep on watching. So I think I'm going to start off with in the shower. I was not planning on showing hair care in today's video just because I feel like hair care in and of itself is its own little category, but I really do think hair adds a lot to how somebody smells, and like a dirty scalp, like you can smell that. So for shampoo and conditioner, these are the two products I use. I have very low maintenance hair. I love my hair to death, but she really does not need much. I have very thick hair, but it's pretty straight and like a little bit of waviness. So for shampoo, I like to use this one by Olaplex. It is their No. 4 Bond Maintenance Shampoo. I like this one because my roots tend to get very oily just because I sweat very easily. It really runs deep in my German genes. So I really need something that is going to cleanse my scalp. And this one really does it for me. It doesn't have like the best scent. I genuinely just use this for its shampoo properties. If you guys are looking for a shampoo that really cleanses your hair and gets that job done, I definitely do recommend this one by Olaplex. I recently started using this conditioner by the brand Way, and what I like about Way is that they have different products for different hair textures. This one is specifically for thick hair, and that's what I like is that I don't have to use much of this product because it's made for thick hair. And so even like a smaller amount of the product will really moisturize my hair. And this also smells really good. It has this nice rich perfumey scent. Also, about once every 2 weeks I will use a hair mask. This right now is the mask that I'm using. I really like this one, and I like the macadamia hair mask that you can get at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. But this one in specific that I have right now is by Pantene, and it is their Miracle Rescue Hair Revival Mask. I unapologetically love drugstore hair products, so I really like this mask. If you guys are looking for an affordable mask that's really just gonna moisturize your hair, this Hair Revival Mask will do the trick. I am a vanilla girl through and through. Me and vanilla, we like this. So you're gonna notice that is kind of a pattern with a lot of things that I show. In the shower, I always start off with a bar soap. Dove is my favorite one. I've been using Dove for years. This one in specific is the one I tend to gravitate towards. It is their Shea Butter and Vanilla Beauty Bar. Not all bar soaps are made equally. I personally only use Dove bar soaps just because I hate that stripping kind of squeaky feeling after you use a bar soap. And so I like this one because since it's a beauty bar, it's meant to moisturize you as well. It just has this moisturizing creamy feel, makes you feel super clean, and it smells amazing. So I will always go in with this as my base clean. I actually stopped using bar soap for about a year. I don't know why, but I just think I wanted to simplify my routine, and I just only use liquid soap. And of course it gets the job done, it's still soap, but there's something about a double cleanse, especially with a bar soap. It hits different.
Damn, you hit the spot.
And with my bar soap, I always have to use some type of tool. Some people like African nets, some people like Korean washcloths, some people use loofahs or body scrubbers. I specifically love just a good old rag. I get mine from Target, and specifically I like the cheap ones just because they're a little bit tougher. So I feel like they're really exfoliating all that dirt and grime off. I'll just take the rag, load it up with the bar soap, and just clean my entire body, but specifically I'll focus on my underarms. And like I said, I do like to double cleanse, and right now my second cleanser is my Olay Moisture Ribbons Plus. I switch out my liquid body wash all the time. I never really buy the same one back to back, but I'll always kind of just throw them in rotation, and it just kind of keeps things fun, and so you don't get sick of the same scent. I really like this body wash right now. It is so moisturizing, like emphasis on the Moisture Ribbon Plus, and this scent in specific is so good. It's a shea body wash with notes of peony blossom, and that's what I really like about this is because it has this like very warm floral scent, and so I feel like the floral in this mixes really well with all the other vanilla scents just because it balances it out, and it gives you more of like a complex layer because it's it's floral, so it's heavily scented and it's kind of like perfumey, but also has that base layer of shea, so it smells very, very warm. And peony in itself is a very, very warm scented flower. So I really, really like this one. If you haven't checked out this body wash, I definitely recommend. And once again, I will also use this in combination with my wash rag. One of my favorite things for self-care has to be body scrubs. And of course, I use the mother of all products, Tree Hut. This one is the Tree Hut Vanilla Shea Sugar Scrub. It has a very, very faint scent. I wish this was a little bit more than what it is. So not my favorite scent, but I like it because since it's so basic, it goes with absolutely everything. But specifically why I like the Tree Hut products is because they are so exfoliating and they're a perfect amount of it. I've tried scrubs that I feel like are a little bit too rough, so I can't use them as consistently. And I've also tried scrubs that I feel like are very, very gentle and it really doesn't feel like anything at all. And to me, Tree Hut hits the nail on the head of making a perfect in the middle scrub. 100% necessary for if you are going to shave. Speaking of shaving, these are the two products I'm using right now to shave. I currently have the EOS shave cream in the scent Vanilla Bliss paired with my Venus Gillette just basic razor. Of course, I have to get this only because it's pink, but it is a 3-blade razor. I use 3-blade minimum. I'll never do anything lower than that. And to me, from there, the 3 to 5 blade, I really don't see a personal difference on my own hair. But keep in mind, I do have thinner body hair, but I really, really like this shave cream specifically because it is a cream. It's very, very thick in texture, so I can see exactly where I applied it. I don't have the best eyesight as it is, but especially in my darker shower and like with the steam in the air, I just can't really see when I'm shaving. And so a lot of the times I will miss spots on my legs. And so it's really important for me to have something like a thick cream or even a shave foam, so I know exactly where I went over, so I don't go over the same spot twice because that will irritate my skin, and also so I don't miss where I didn't go over, so that I'm not like patchy. And of course, I had to pick something up in a vanilla scent because would it be a me product if it wasn't vanilla scented? For down there, I shave very few and far between. I've mentioned this a couple times on my channel in passing, but I don't think I've ever sat down and talked about it. But I actually get laser hair removal down there and my underarms as well, actually. So I don't actually have to shave my underarms that often. Like I said, it's very few and far in between, but I definitely do still shave. Before I shave, I exfoliate, and I will use my EWS bikini exfoliator. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me to share with you guys. I went home for the holidays and I accidentally left it at my parents' house, and that thing's kind of pricey, so I'm waiting to go home to pick it up. I don't want to buy another one. So I will take a little bit of that, like a pea-sized amount, and gently buff the surface. And what I like about the EWS one is it actually has like 3-in-1 properties, but it smooths the surface, it exfoliates it, and it actually promotes slower hair growth. And when it comes to shaving, I will use this shave gel. This is the Brazilian Bear Shave Syrup. You can get this at Target, and it says it eliminates ingrown hairs and razor bumps, and it foams up really nicely, and it doesn't irritate me. It's very lightly scented, it's free of synthetic fragrances, and I find that the shave that it gives me is very comfortable, meaning that it might not be perfect, but I don't ever feel like fired up. If you know, you know. Moving on to cleaning my feminine area, I went back to my roots. If you guys know, you know, I used to always use the Baby Dove, and then I recently started switching things up within the past year, but we're back. This is the Baby Dove Sensitive Skin Hypoallergenic Wash, and I specifically like this one because it is so rich and moisturizing without over moisturizing me, because you need a nice balance down there of not being too moisturized but not being too dry. And I feel like for the most part this does that for me, and it's very, very sensitive. It's literally made for baby skin. It doesn't have parabens or dyes or sulfates, and honestly I feel like it really does make me clean, and the clean lasts. It is a little pricey though. With the Baby Dove soap, I also use a baby washcloth. I love using the baby washcloths with it. I was using my hands, like I said, for the past year. I kind of tried to simplify my hygiene routine, so I stopped using the baby washcloths, and now I'm using them again, and genuinely I really like it because I feel like I'm able to get into the spots without getting into the spots, especially if you're like me and you always have your nails done. Like, my nails are, they'll cut a girl. These are pretty sharp, and so having this nice cloth over my nails kind of protects me as well. If you guys are not using baby washcloths to help clean down there, I definitely recommend it. You just have to be on top of switching these out is all. And now I'm going to share with you guys something. I wouldn't say I've been gatekeeping because I put a lot of my friends onto this, and when I mean a lot, like I've had so many of my friends send me pictures inside the store being like,
is this the product?
but I've realized I've actually never talked about this product ever on my channel. I use this. This is the AMNH Peach Booty. I hate the word booty. It is literally a butt butter, a body butter for your tush. insane. So I've heard people talk about this product, but I've never heard anybody talk about it in the way that I use it. And it's because I used it wrong when I first got it, but it worked so good that I just never started using it the way on the directions say. I always thought this was an in-shower product. So what I would do is right before I turn off the water, I would take like however much I need. I don't need a lot because it's a sad world. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of these things called in-shower body lotions. It's literally a lotion that's made to put on in the shower right before you turn off your water. But one time I was reading the instructions and I was like, oh wait, this is just a regular body butter. But yeah, this is what the product looks like. I'll take a little bit of this, rub it all back there, and when I tell you guys, it's so soft. It says it's a butt butter that's made to glow, smooth, and tighten the area. And one of my friends was like, oh, that's so myth. Like, there's no way that it like tightens the area. And it like, I don't know if it's the placebo, the Delulu, but I genuinely feel like it does. Like, it really does. One of my friends can testify for me. She's probably watching this and like crying. But one time she was like, your butt is really soft. And I was like, you want to know the secret? And I told her about this. All the rest of our friends were like, no way, no way, no way. And then a week later, all of my friends are sending me pictures of this. All of my friends went out and got it. But basically, moral of the story, if you want a soft tush, you need this. And you can get this from TJ Maxx. Okay, I think that is everything for in the shower. And now we're gonna move on into post shower. My favorite lotion of all time is this EOS Vanilla Cashmere. Whoever at the EOS headquarters that made this specific product and this specific scent needs a big kiss on the lips, because this is so amazing and I feel like it is so generally loved. Like, obviously there's not going to be ever a product that 100% of the population agrees upon, but this has a generally really good rapport. It smells like this warm cake batter frosting. It has scent notes of whipped vanilla, soft musk, and cozy caramel, and I feel like that blend of the three is what makes it exactly what it is, something that is very sweet and warm scented but without being headache inducing, which is why I feel like both sides of parties like it. It is just so good. I highly recommend this lotion if you haven't used it already. If this is not moisturizing enough for you, or if you're a little bit extra, one of my favorite things to mix into my lotions is coconut oil. The man upstairs provides. Won't he do it? And when I say that coconut oil can be used for so many different things, like, she's that girl. Make sure you get organic, unrefined virgin coconut oil if you're gonna use it for your body. That's the best one to get. But I will take some of this and rub it all over my body just to give me that nice moisturizing feeling. I like it because it makes me feel moisturized, but it's not super heavy on my skin. I feel like my skin absorbs coconut oil very well. You know, some oils that just sit on the top and it makes you feel greasy? I hate that feeling, so I like a lighter version of the oil, and I feel like coconut oil is that for me. And because we wash our hair, of course, we need to put in some type of leave-in product. I only need to use one, and this is what I use. I use the Olay leave-in conditioner. This thing smells so heavenly, but if you like luxury perfume smells, like a very heavy perfumey floral, you're gonna love this. So I'll just do a couple spritz on either side of my hair and brush my hair through, and I'm good to go. And you will smell this on your hair. That's my favorite thing. I hate when my hair smells really good for a small period of time. This will last so long in your hair. For deodorant, I like to use this one, and this is the Dove Advanced Care in the Shea Butter scent, and I feel like it lasts fairly long on me. I've been using this deodorant for years, and I really don't know if I will ever switch out of this one. So lotion and body mist and perfume, those are things that are always kind of rotating depending on what I'm feeling that day. But since we're obviously on like the vanilla train right now, you guys know which one I'm gonna pull out. This should look familiar. This is Victoria's Secret Bare Vanilla. I've been wearing this one since I was like a teenager. It is whipped vanilla, soft cashmere, and just yummy goodness. I love it because it's such a dense vanilla. This one is like Warm Vanilla Sugar's sexy older sister. It is so good, and I feel like if you like vanilla scents, or if you just like more sensual, like a warm, inviting, but still somehow unapproachable scent, this is the perfect one. And to lock in all our good scents, I love wearing a perfume. I am such a perfume girly, but I'm very much like, I stick to what I know, and I'll always just buy the same perfume. Speaking of one of the ones I'm almost done with, and I will be buying the same exact one, it is this Kayali Vanilla 28. I love this scent. I started using it the summer of last year, so every single time I smell it, I'm always taken back to last year's summer, which was one of my favorite summers of all time. I have so many scent memories attached to this, so this has a special place in my heart. I've heard somebody compare this to Warm Vanilla Sugar and say that it's Warm Vanilla Sugar's older sister, and I 100% stand by that, because I feel like both of them have something in common, which is a vanilla extract type scent. It is just a perfect, neutral, very grown vanilla. And something that I just got into recently is fragrance oils. And this is the Ness Madagascar Vanilla Perfume Oil. I'm actually wearing it today. It smells so heavenly. This reminds me a lot of Eilish by Billie Eilish, which is one of my favorite perfumes. And then this one right here is Vanilla Musk. This one is very popular. This one is by the brand Nemat, and these ones are both little roll-ons, as you guys can see, and they are fragrance oils, meaning that they are very concentrated. When you smell a perfume, what gives it the heavy scent is the oil, and so these are just straight up that. They're literally all perfume. That's why normally fragrance oils are very tiny, because of how strong they are. But these are nice as little kisses and little finishing touches. Since they're roller balls, I'll tend to put these on what I call my hug points, meaning that if somebody goes to hug me, what are they going to smell? So that's like behind my ear, behind my neck, even on my wrist when you wrap around them, and then I always hit my shoulders as well. Fragrance oils are amazing if you are somebody that just really likes a strong scent. And last but not least, I love this little Intimist oil. This is an intimate oil blend by the brand Nutrablast. One of my favorite oils that I use to keep fresh all day down there. I would just take a pump of this and gently pat it kind of like where my inner thighs are, and then on like the front facing surface. To be quite honest, like there is nothing that is gonna make you fresh 24 hours a day. Like if you are going out and you're active and you're walking around and you're going to school or work, you're gonna produce a scent. But I do feel like certain products can help prolong the scent from happening. Like deodorant's one of them, and this is another one for me. Like this is one of those things that help prolong that freshness. Also, Q-tips. I use Q-tips for everything. These are so multi-purpose. I use them to clean if like I have anything around my eyes. If you watched my feminine hygiene routine, even though it's from so long ago, I still do the same steps, so you know what I use these for that. To clean my belly button. I am not condoning cleaning your ears with these, but if that is something that you do, Q-tips are also helpful for that. And that kind of sums up our post-shower body care.
Hey y'all, editing Mikealla here. I don't know how I forgot to mention it, but also I always make sure I use cleansing cloths or baby wipes, whatever you want to call them, and I use these whenever I go to the restroom. These ones are just the Up and Up brand. They're the fragrance-free cloth-like baby wipes. So important to make sure that you're using cloths or water or whatever, not just toilet paper when you are using the restroom. And the Up and Up brand in specific is my favorite.
Next, I'm gonna move on into oral hygiene. I actually don't think I've ever talked about oral hygiene on my channel, so this is something new. Of course, you're first gonna want to start off by just brushing your teeth morning and night, 2 minutes. You guys know the drill. I like to buy these toothbrushes from Target. They're the Smartly brand, and I like these because they're literally like $1 and they come in a pack of 2. If there is something that I am anal about, it is switching out my toothbrushes. I'm somebody that consistently I switch out my toothbrush. I think the rule of thumb for most dentists is they recommend switching it out every 3 months. I personally switch mine out like every month. That's why I like to get the cheaper ones. And you guys know, soft circular motions, hit all the walls, all the corners. You guys know the drill. And for my toothpaste right now, what I'm using is this one from Crest. This is their Crest Plus Whitening Scope. I normally use the Colgate Optic White, the high impact one, but I kid you not, that toothpaste is like $12. And I think that's ridiculous because it's so small, so I'm always rebuying it. So I wanted to try out something cheaper and it works great. So I'm probably gonna keep on buying this one at least for a little bit. So if you're looking for a good toothpaste that makes your breath really fresh and has whitening properties, I recommend this one. For mouthwash, I'm currently using this one by TheraBreath. This one is in the Sparkle Mint. I will say my favorite one is the green one, but I love TheraBreath. I've been using TheraBreath literally for years. TheraBreath is really good if you are somebody that's trying to combat bad breath. It helps fight cavities and strengthen your teeth, and it's supposed to keep your breath really fresh. I absolutely love TheraBreath. I'm probably always going to use it. It is absolutely amazing. For floss, I actually use 2 different flosses. I use just regular string floss. This one is the Oral-B Glide one. It's in the flavor Cool Mint. You need to be flossing just because the gunk that gets in between your teeth and stays there, that is what's going to cause like bad breath and cavities and just inflammation and just all the nasty stuff that builds up and hurts your gums and causes a really bad odor. A lot of that is contributed to food that is just stuck and built up, and so flossing is so important. And I specifically have to use 2 flosses. One, because I like it makes me feel more fresh when I use both, and 2, I actually have permanent retainers. They're obviously on the inside of my teeth, so that's why you don't see them, but because I have permanent retainers, it's really hard to get in between them, and so water flossing has helped so much. But I love water flossing. Not only does it make me feel so fresh, like there's something about the water just really cleaning your gum line, like your mouth will literally feel fresher. I've seen some people actually put like half mouthwash in here too. I personally have never tried that, but I feel like that would make you really fresh, so definitely recommend this. And last but not least, for my oral hygiene and care, oil pulling. Oil pulling is so goated and so underrated. I feel like it's one of those things where a lot of people know about it but just forget, and I say that because I'm one of those people. I've been doing it very consistently recently, and I just noticed such a difference in the strength of my teeth and the freshness of my breath. The purpose of oil pulling is to pull out all that bacteria. Basically what you want to do is you want to take unrefined virgin coconut oil, a spoonful of it, swish it around in your mouth, and keep it there for like 10 minutes. Do it when you're making your bed in the morning, when you're scrolling on your TikTok in the morning, whatever you do, because that'll make the time go by a little bit faster. And then you just spit it out into a paper towel or into the trash can. You're not supposed to spit it out into your sink because apparently it hardens. Yeah, definitely look into oil pulling. It will help so much in your overall oral health hygiene care. So the very last thing that I'm going to cover in today's video is my internal hygiene. So as always, do your own research, talk to whoever you need to talk to, because the whole saying of what works for me may not work for you is applied for this entire video, but especially with vitamins. But with that being said, I still think it's really fun and informative to talk about, and I personally love when other YouTubers talk about it. I don't even think we have to get into this part, but of course, drink your water. I feel like you never really realize how important water is to your overall hygiene. The way you smell is so different when you drink an adequate amount of water. I would always be one of those people that are like,
oh yeah, I drink water.
And then when I started to measure how much water I drank, I would literally drink like this much water in a whole day. And really for my specific body, like my height, my weight, I'm supposed to have like 3 of these. And so when you start drinking an adequate amount of water for your body type, it is so crazy the difference that you'll notice in your natural scent. Now, speaking of drinking water, something that I like to add to my water is something called chlorophyll. This is the chlorophyll that I use. I get it from Erewhon, but you can get chlorophyll from Amazon, the Vitamin Shop, a bunch of health and wellness stores. But basically chlorophyll is that green mineral that gives plants their color. And so you're basically feeding your body all those yummy nutrients. It acts as this internal deodorizer. If you are somebody that naturally produces a strong scent, things like chlorophyll act, like I said, once again, as this natural deodorizer and help a lot with your internal hygiene. I, of course, always take my woman's multivitamin. Once again, great for your overall health, but in terms of hygiene, the biotin in here is going to help with your nails, your skin, and your hair, and promoting better like elasticity in terms of strength. Love me a good woman's multivitamin. But speaking of hair, skin, and nails, I also take liquid collagen. This one I don't take every day, just because I only take this when I make smoothies, but you can take this every day. I know a lot of people add this into their morning coffee or their morning teas. But once again, like I said, it is liquid collagen. I personally got this one from Home Goods. I actually got inspired to start taking liquid collagen from the Erewhon Hailey Bieber smoothie. If you guys don't know, they put liquid collagen in that smoothie. And so that's why the Hailey Bieber smoothie is known as like a hair, skin, and nail like beauty smoothie. I also take a probiotic. This one is by the brand Nutrablast. It is their Feminine Balance Complex Probiotic. I just take a probiotic to make sure that my feminine health is constantly in check. Azo has a really good one as well. I used to use that one, but these are just great for keeping everything in check. And the last thing I do, this is also something that I don't do every single night, but when I need a freshening up, especially after something like my menstrual cycle or anything that's just gonna throw you off down there, you need this. These are boric acid suppositories. I don't know if you guys have seen that trend on like YouTube and TikTok where people are like, hygiene tips I wish I knew sooner. If I made that type of video, these would be the very first thing I talked about. These are so good for supporting balance down there and just odor control after you've been thrown off. These are the only things that get me back on track. Obviously, if you're going through something very severe that needs like medical attention, these aren't gonna just clear it up. But if you need something more that's just gonna keep your pH back in balance, boric acid is amazing. I always heard about these and I always wanted to try them. Finally got them. And I was a little bit cautious because I was afraid that it was gonna be like douching, and douching is really bad for you. And so I consulted my doctor about it and she actually recommended that. So I really like these.
Also, just to clarify, you do not take these orally. What you do is you take the suppository applicator, literally looks just like a tampon, and then you just take the pill, put it in the applicator, and just insert it just as if you were inserting a tampon. And then you just want to lay down and go to bed and just allow it to work its magic as you're sleeping. And then when you wake up, it is going to rush out of you, so you just go to the restroom and clean up.
Okay, you guys, that was it for today's video. I do hope you guys enjoyed watching my complete in-depth hygiene routine. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment down below this emoji so I can give you extra love in the comment section. I love doing these little chit chat sit down videos because you guys are like my best friends in the whole world, and so it always feels like I'm just talking to my girls. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week, and until next time, I'll see you in my next one. I love you.